This is a striking example of artistry in video games. Telling a touching story within a world filled with corruption and wonder, Neva is a deliberately and beautifully profound game in every way. Whether it's laughter or tears, emotionally charged games can be difficult to create. Hands-on experiences with storytelling can bring a whole lot to the table, but it's when creatives get, well, creative that the results reach what Nomada Studios released with GRIS in 2018. Now, several years later, with much anticipation, we have their next project in Neva. The previous game explored themes of loss and grieving, among others. The quiet and simple presentation, along with gorgeous landscapes, really set it apart at the time. Neva follows suit and brings the studio's skills to a whole new territory with some more deliberate combat and some more skill-based traversal. This advancement in mechanics and themes sets it apart from its younger indie classic sibling to provide another fantastic experience. The world of Neva is quiet but filled with intrigue. It begins moments after a tragic loss experienced by our main protagonists, Alba and her wolf-deer hybrid friend, Neva. Both have to quickly learn to work together and grow together to overcome trauma and deal with the dark forces encompassing their world. Those forces have taken something from them which needs to be stopped. The creatures and growing rot-like vines contrast starkly with the bright and beautiful landscapes around the main characters. This was an immediate, awe-inspiring moment for me. I was taken aback by what I saw and played within the opening moments. The gameplay in Neva is mostly a simpler, minimalistic approach to traversal and combat. A double jump, dash, and a few slashes with Alba's sword are available from the start. Excellent companionship grows between Neva and Alba, expanding your arsenal of platforming and combat moves. It's another superb design choice by the team to make things easy to understand, letting the player soak in the story and the world that has been crafted. The aesthetic alone provided me with a game I felt I'd really enjoy going in, but not knowing I'd expect to be wowed in so many ways. The ending alone not only filled my heart with hope, but also made me shed a few tears. The whole game is handled with care and thoughtfulness. The combat is one of the biggest changes to Neva compared to its predecessor. Sure, there were tense moments, but here there are corrupted creatures to slice and dice and epic chase scenes from which our protagonists need to escape. But aside from a few boss-like fights that took a few attempts in my playthrough, it's not overly complicated. Despite the game mainly focusing on the story and the bond between these main characters, the combat never felt forced or took me out of the experience. I always found it to be fun and engaging, as new ideas and enemies were introduced to me occasionally. Alba can hold her own as well, and over time, Neva grows to become an even more formidable force alongside her, unleashing entertaining and exciting abilities. To put it simply, Neva is stunning. I was in awe of the entire 5 or so hours I spent and wanted to share every last moment of it. It's beautiful in style and substance. No need for a photo mode here, just take a few seconds, nab a screenshot, and have a stunning new background for your PC, your phone, or canvas on your wall. I can't believe how many times, even in the most simplistic moments of battle or traversal, I whispered, "Wow," to myself. I called my wife into the room a few times just to show her the beauty of what the studio had crafted and how the fluid movement of the characters and the cinematic feel of the camera drew me in time and time again. Even during the darkest moments, there's a chance to admire the creativity and craft that made it a truly remarkable experience. From large structures to wild and incredibly inventive characters, Neva is a striking example of artistry in games. One of the definitions of Neva, if you look it up, is white spirit. The spirit-like creature in this game truly embodies what it means to connect with an exceptional partner or companion. It can be read as a metaphor for another person or an actual pet or animal that the player has a connection with. I felt it worked on both levels, and I was moved throughout my playthrough. The story and presentation alone are enough for me to recommend this game to nearly anyone. Yes, the gameplay is still a good time, but it's almost a secondary feature to what Neva truly is. A tale about a touching relationship and how it survives and thrives in a world of corruption and loss. There's small touches of kindness and love throughout Neva. Some of the achievements pop off when you complete a chapter, but couple came up for me when you soothe or be affectionate to Neva, or when you honor fallen creatures. This is a deliberately and beautifully profound game, no matter how you look at it. Much like the studio's first game, this touched me in a way that I didn't expect. Whether it's the subtle but skillfully crafted music cues, the traversal that always keeps you on your toes, the combat, or the fantastic world, Neva is a memorable experience. The game is a perfect length and never overstays its welcome. It's an exquisite display of a hauntingly beautiful world that should receive the same accolades GRIS has over the years. It's a game I could not put down, and one I likely won't forget anytime soon.